Yo, YouTube, what's good with y'all boys? I'm saying it's time to clock in because you know how we rocking. And normally I have an intro for every video, but I ain't gonna lie, the last video I spoke for almost like 3 minutes, bro. Yeah, so I don't really got much to say for this intro, but if y'all ain't seen this video, go to the last video, man. That video was sick. Kid got charged with 39 counts of under the limit videos of um babies, bro. And yeah, that was a nasty video, bro. But yeah, go check that out if y'all ain't seen it. Uh, let's get into this now. I go lie, I seen this news break about Pooh SHiesty kidnapping Gucci Mane a couple days ago when they raided his pop's crib, or the it's registered in Shiesty's name, but I think his pops lived there in Memphis, right? So I was like, damn, wonder what's happening. Don't hear nothing like the next day or a couple hours later, I don't remember. Boom, they saying Shiesty got locked again, bro. And dude just got out a couple months ago. Bro didn't even make it that long, you know what I'm saying? Kidnapping Gucci Mane, making him sign some damn label release form papers. Now he gonna owe Gucci for the rest of his life, bro. Robbed him and everything. So let's see what it's talking about. Um, see if there's any other details in this. But let's break it down.
Man, what's up,
Shout
everybody?
out
Welcome
1090
back to
Jake, bro.
another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're gonna be speaking on how Pooh SHiesty.
And I go like, bro, this the most stupidest crush out thing you could do because this dude had an ankle monitor on when he did it. Big 30 was with him. Bro had no mask on. They apparently got video proof of this happening. They done beat a white boy up like he wasn't gonna tell them near choked him to death, took everything off him, you know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't gonna be the first one to tell, bro. Apparently Gucci Mane's security is ex-police. Like they would like they don't got they homies that's the police on speed dial, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like bro did it with the ankle monitor on. I don't even know if I mentioned that already, but that pinpoints him right there, bro. There's no excuse, bro. You're caught, bro. He about to go. We about to see him. He's doing TK numbers, bro. We about to see him with TK get out, bro.
Robbed and
Like this is
kidnapped
crazy.
Gucci, how Gucci snitched on Pooh SHiesty, how Pooh SHiesty's father.
That is another thing that I heard. Like uh Gucci identified solely because it was like 9 people with like total or whatever, but he specifically picked out 30 and Pooh Shiesty, bro. And bro, he's telling, bro. He could say he's not talking to the police, nothing, bro. Told, bro, already off the rip. And I said something about this in the comment section the other day, and someone's like, "Oh, who cares if he told?" Like, "Oh, whatever, whatever." You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, that's cool. Like, if you want to get him locked up and he's still gonna have to owe him money, like that's cool, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not making it a big deal that he told. I'm just saying, yeah, he told, bro. Nobody can say he didn't. He snitched, bro. I'm not saying it's cool or not cool to snitch, bro. I'm saying like this dude 46, I think. He got a wife and kids, you know what I'm saying? He gonna take care of his, bro. Now Pusha's the one taking care of everybody. Now nobody getting took care of in his camp, you know what I'm saying? But on Gucci Mane's side, I'm not saying, oh, it's cool or not cool to snitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, y'all are gonna say, oh, I'm white. I got no business in saying nothing, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, y'all don't know me, bro, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, if he snitched, he snitched. If he didn't, he didn't. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Big deal. I'm not being like, oh, he's a rat. Ew, he's snitching this, that, whatever. I'm not doing that, bro. But hopefully this because his daddy, I think his dad uh Pooh Shiesty dad just got granted house arrest today or yesterday, I think it was. Somewhere around today or yesterday he got granted parole. So hope or I mean house arrest. So hopefully it don't turn into the Queso and his dad situation. You know what I'm saying? He tell on his son and yada yada. Because at the end of the day, Queso case is different because his dad wasn't directly involved. This case, his dad directly involved, so you can't really tell and be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, whatever, whatever, and flip on your son, bro. Because You was actually part of this.
Is a government informant, this is gonna be one of the craziest videos of 2026.
And the fact that his dad's already an informant is crazy, bro. I didn't know that.
Kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint numerous victims at a music studio in Dallas, Texas. 8 of the 9 were arrested yesterday in Dallas, Memphis,
and the ninth guy, I think they found the ninth guy in Atlanta.
Include Lontrell Williams Jr.
Today or yesterday, I don't remember.
It was well before, several hours before sunup when they first heard a boom. It was then followed by shouting of the
yeah, apparently they hit the house of flashbangs and all that, bro.
Executing a search warrant. I can tell you, after that boom, there was a back door that was breached.
It sounded like Gucci cooperating. It sounded like the victim. Gucci was a victim.
Then we got Charleston White. Charleston White always gotta say something, bro.
Come on over here with me.
The ultimate troll, bro.
It's alright, you go.
6ix9ine is gonna be in like 20 years, bro. 6ix9ine gonna be Charleston White's spot, bro. When Charleston White get off the internet, if he ever do, or he pass away or whatever, 6ix9ine gonna be taking his spot, bro. Cause 6ix9ine already one of the biggest trolls, bro, along with Charleston White. But we gonna see old head 6ix9ine right in Charleston White's spot, bro. I'm telling you.
Be civilian. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, this ain't that ain't yeah. Come on over here with me, Gucci. Press charges on their ass.
Flashbangs would pop off the federal search warrant of Memphis rapper Pooh SHiesty's home on April 1st.
And he got out what, October?
The next day, the United States Attorney for Northern Texas,
bro, didn't even last 3 months before he robbed Gucci Mane, bro.
Including well-known rappers, were federally charged with kidnapping and robbing at gunpoint numerous victims at a music studio in Dallas, Texas. 8 of the 9 were arrested in one day, including Memphis.
And I mean, at the end of the day, Lewis, like, look at it like this, right? Yeah, this is the most stupid, idiotic thing you could do, bro. And obviously, Pooh SHiesty don't. He like boys. You know what I'm saying? He like being around boys in prison, locked up with them and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, because he did this to go back. He about to catch another 30 years, bro. I'm telling you, bro. But with the stuff that happened with Big Scar and stuff, bro, at the end of the day, I do understand why he did this, because Scar was part of the 1017, you know what I'm saying? The label. Nobody was trying to help Scar with the drug addiction that he had, bro. No, Gucci Mane wasn't trying to do nothing for him, whatever. Scar ended up dying, right? He say, "Oh, I'm gonna pay for everything, the whole funeral." He ended up only sending 10, I think was 10 bands. I think that was enough to pay for the casket, bro. And then on top of that, right when he died, he also asked for the 1017 chains back, which is crazy, bro. Because why are you not? Your artist just passed away. That's you losing money at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Because now that artist can't make new music no more. And I mean, to be honest, I mean, Scar died a couple years ago. Who bumping? If you not from over there, who bumping Big Scar like that? Like nobody's bumping Big Scar like that if you not from over there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not hating on Big Scar and saying like, oh, nobody listened to his music, but Scar was only around, like, buzzing around, like, certain areas. He wasn't, like, worldwide, you know what I'm saying? Like, he could have been or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, but for the ask for the chains back, that's the first thing you ask about, and not be like, oh, yeah, like, I'm sorry for y'all lost, whatever. He had it coming to him, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't know they was finna go this far, bro, to kidnap him and make him sign the papers and do this and that with the third, whatever, bro. This is crazy, bro.
Rapper Lontrell Williams Jr., aka Pooh SHiesty. His father, Lontrell Williams Sr., Memphis rapper Rodney Wright, aka Big 30, and 6 others. A 32-page sealed criminal complaint would state on January 10th, 2026, at approximately 4:50 p.m., 3 victims were kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint at a music studio. The criminal complaint would list the 3 victims by their initials, RD, MM, and BP. But we all know RD is Roderick Davis, the 46-year-old Atlanta rap legend known as Gucci Mane.
Pretty weak ass ads, bro.
At approximately 1 p.m. that day, the victims flew into Dallas alongside Gucci's head of security and an additional security officer for a scheduled meeting with Pooh SHiesty, who'd been signed to Gucci's 1017 label since 2021. The meeting was scheduled because SHiesty was upset with the terms of his contract and wished to be released from the label, so he asked Gucci to meet about business. At approximately 1:45, Gucci and his team arrived at the meeting location, a music recording studio within a larger office building. Upon entering the building, they realized the recording studio was closed. In the meantime, they went to a nearby liquor store. Pooh SHiesty's father, who's more commonly known throughout the streets of Memphis as Mob Boss, ran an independent label named Mob Ties Records. Boss would call the owner of the Dallas recording studio at 2:53 p.m., trying to book the studio for SHiesty and Gucci to record music. This was over an hour after Gucci had already arrived. 22 minutes after the call, the studio was open to Gucci and his team. A short time later, Mob Boss could be seen on surveillance video speaking on his cell phone outside the building before entering. At 3:39, a production employee would arrive while Pooh SHiesty and his father were standing at the back of the office building, engaged in what appeared to be an argument over the phone. Just minutes later, SHiesty, along with his father, Big 30, and 6 others, would enter the east side of the building, walking through the lobby and into the studio. One of
Nobody
the
got
suspects at a
masks
later
on,
time
bro.
can be seen exiting before shortly returning with a bag slung over his shoulder. All 9 suspects entered the studio's control room, where inside the victims were watching a football game. Gucci's head of security was positioned in the lobby, while the other guard remained in the vehicle. The victims—
That's where they, and that's crazy, bro. That's where they messed up. Obviously, they didn't think nothing like this was gonna happen, but they all in one room. The security in the car and in the lobby, bro. A lot of people, like, a lot of times when you in the studio, bro, and it's a lot of that stuff be like muffled and like soundproof and stuff, so you can't really be telling what's going on the inside, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like, it's really crazy that his security, why was his security not in there with him, bro? At the end of the day, like, that's his artist, yeah, but at the end of the day, anything can happen, bro, and obviously we witnessing it. And I feel like, I don't know, if Gucci told his security to stay out, all right, cool. He messed up. But at the end of the day, if it's the roles reversed, his security done failed him, bro. Because at the end of the day, you're supposed to be protecting the person that you are working for, bro. And they did not do that, bro. And it's so crazy that they was not in that room with him, bro. At the end of the day, I don't care what nobody says. It's crazy that they was not in there with him.
heard Pooh SHiesty talking on his cell phone, possibly with his federal parole officer, stating that his caseworker had given him permission to be out on rec time. From what the victims could hear, SHiesty was told on the phone that was not the case and he needed to return immediately, to which he agreed. At the time, SHiesty was wearing an ankle monitor. Gucci would tell SHiesty they can reschedule their studio session, but SHiesty asked to speak with Gucci privately in the attached recording room. Gucci would enter the room with Pooh SHiesty, his father, and Big 30. The 2 other victims would remain with the 6 suspects, even offering them drinks as 2 of the suspects accepted and poured up. Inside the booth, SHiesty pulled out a contract termination letter telling Gucci to sign it, releasing him from the label. Gucci refused, SHiesty became agitated, and the 2 began to argue. The 2 victims could see the conversation play out, and one of them saw the conversation intensifying, so he texted Gucci's head of security, who was still in the lobby. While arguing, SHiesty instructed Big 30 to get his bag. Quick pause, because this might actually help you out. You get up, someone to build your Q option and because the finances, right?
You got it, Jay.
Big 30 would come back into the room with the bag, stay more on top of their finances.
I want to
Big
skip
30
nothing.
would come back into the room with the bag, and SHiesty would pull a Draco, aiming it at Gucci and demanding again that he sign the contract release paperwork. Gucci, now being—
And the fact that he got pulled into the booth, where is the booth the lobby, or yeah, the booth, the little outside area, and then the lobby. You not hearing nothing that's going on in there from the lobby into the booth, bro. You not hearing nothing, bro. I'm telling you. I promise you, you're not hearing a thing that's going on. So they could be doing whatever, literally whatever, and the security has no idea, bro, because he outside. That makes no sense, bro. I don't understand that, bro. I will never understand that.
Held at gunpoint and unable to leave the room, complied, signing the paper while Shiesty's father and Big 30 stood by. Big 30 took out his cell phone and recorded Gucci signing the paperwork while being forced to say he released Pooh SHiesty from his contract. After signing,
And he's
Pooh
dumb as hell for that. 30's dumb as hell for recording that, bro. But at the I think it was earlier today, uh I seen them saying that they got no concrete evidence that they did this, but they got the monitor, the ankle monitor location. They got people posted up with the jewelry that was taken. It was like a Rolex or something like that, and the earrings, and they was posted up with pictures on Instagram. Uh, they got a few things of evidence, but I did see something that said that they have no real life concrete evidence. They just got pictures and whatever. I mean, that's still evidence, but yeah, I did see something that they said that they had no concrete evidence that this actually ever happened for us.
he would take Gucci's wedding ring, watch, earrings, and whatever.
Which I don't know. It's
cash he
just
had
weird that
on
they
him.
would say that.
Shiesty then handed the paperwork to his father, asking him if it was good, to which he replied, "It needs to be dated." So Shiesty forced Gucci to write the date next to his signature. As Shiesty, 30, and mob boss exited the recording room, the 6 remaining suspects pulled handguns, AR, and AK pistols and began robbing Gucci's 2 associates. One victim, identified only as BP, would have his pockets ran and his wallet removed by who he identified as CMO Damn Fool, one of Shiesty's goons. His 1017 chain would be taken by another man he knew as Glizzy 375. Glizzy would repeatedly threaten to shoot him for moving, but Shiesty would instruct him not to. According to the victim's statement to police, he witnessed Big 30 pointing a cell phone at Gucci within the booth, but assumed he was taking pictures for social media. Victim BP further identified Baby Slime 375 for holding him and others at gunpoint. Victim BP and victim MM would identify KD 375, who they also recognized, as he can be seen on social media with.
So everybody was telling.
KD would also hold them at gunpoint. Victim MM is rumored to be Matt Marzal, who goes by the name Multi-Mars. He's a Chicago-based photographer and has been Gucci's personal cameraman for years. It was also Matt who texted Gucci's head of security when he saw the conversation within the recording booth intensifying. Matt was choked from behind, almost to the point of losing consciousness, resulting in scratches to his neck and wrist.
But I want to know what the text messages said that he sent to the head of security, because if he said, "Oh, it's getting crazy in there," why does security not try and come in
and his wallet
into the outside room from the lobby?
Louis bag, wallet, and AirPods all had an Apple AirTag attached.
Because 30 wasn't blocking that door; he was blocking the booth, the door into the booth.
Twin CMO. While the robbery was taking place, Big 30 walked to the door leading to the lobby, closing it and blocking it with his body, preventing the victims from leaving. But Gucci's security would see what was taking place. Both of Gucci's security guards would draw guns, attempting to force themselves in as they
wasn't gonna stop him, bro. They wasn't gonna do nothing. At that point, it's too late, man.
Greatly outgunned. Gucci was pushed onto a couch, causing the victims to believe they were going to be executed. Shiesty placed the barrel of his Draco to the back of BP's head, ordering him and Gucci to leave the studio through the west side of the building. Gucci then instructed his security to escort them to their vehicle. As the victims left, Gucci's cameraman turned to Pooh SHiesty and asked if they were really taking his watches. Matt would provide police with the last
he pressed his hell about them watches, bro.
Which was revealed to be the parking lot of an apartment leased to Pooh SHiesty's father, where Pooh is believed to have been residing in Frisco, Texas. Federal investigators would recover photos of the suspect vehicles, a white Buick Enclave, a black Hellcat, and a black Dodge Ram with a roll bar. According to law enforcement databases, Big 30's father owns a 2020 Dodge Hellcat in Tennessee, and license plate readers would place it in Texas during the relevant time period of the robbery and traveling with the two other suspect vehicles. The white Enclave was found to be a rental rented by none other than Shiesty's dad. Federal investigators would find surveillance video of Shiesty's
Slow
dad
as hell using y'all own cars
printing
too,
out
bro.
what they believe to be the release contract an hour before he arrived at the studio. The feds would also link all suspects together by cell phone GPS coordinates and would reveal Shiesty's goons were so poor, 4 of them would have to take a Greyhound bus from Texas.
Nah,
back
that's
to Memphis,
crazy.
Tennessee. Now remember when the
These fools doing this with no money, they had to take a Greyhound bus from Texas to Memphis, bro. Oh, nah. They
victims
got no
offered
money,
Shiesty's
broke as
goons
hell. That's
drinks,
crazy.
a left ring finger and right thumbprint would identify the 2 suspects that took drinks as they left their prints on the red cups. The victims obviously knew who Pooh SHiesty was, and Gucci Mane would be listed as one of the victims.
That's so insane, bro.
Shiesty's as wearing a Nike mask and hoodie during the robbery. Gucci would also name Big 30 and identify him by his Instagram. In fact, almost every suspect was able to be identified by their Instagram handles. KD would be described as Shiesty's right-hand man. Damn Fool lives up to his name, as he could be seen leaving wearing Gucci's cameraman's
Yeah, that's
Louis
that dude that I was talking
He
about
then
with the
posted a
Rolex.
video to Instagram wearing one of the stolen watches, and another picture would show him wearing the same sneakers worn in the robbery. Twin,
Bro
who
didn't even
choked
change
out
his
the
shoes, bro.
cameraman, would post multiple pictures of another stolen watch and even the 1017 chain that was taken. Shiesty and his team executed a coordinated armed recording studio takeover, temporarily kidnapping fucking Gucci Mane, robbing the shit out of him and his team, making his security look like bitches.
I'm still stuck on the part that they had to take the Greyhound bus, bro. Like, these fools will do it. And the thing about doing a robbery like this, right, is they not even gonna sell them chains and the Rolexes and the Louis bags, cause they gonna want to keep them, cause like $100,000 chain, you know what I'm saying? $50,000 watch, $200,000 bag. Yeah, you can make all that money off of at the end of the day. Then you don't got that. You know what I'm saying? And people would rather have the expensive stuff over the money. And it's like y'all don't even got money as it is, bro. Y'all don't even got enough money for a plane ticket from Texas back to Memphis, right? It just don't make no sense. And y'all are out so bad. Y'all are down so sad, bro, because this is crazy, man. Well, they don't call him too trustworthy. Did all this just to still be under contract with Gucci Mane. Oh God, and he didn't even get released, bro, because it's it's still got to go through the lawyers and whatever, just to get him off it, bro. Like I don't know what Pooh SHiesty was thinking with this. His ass a damn fool, bro. And I'm saying, bro, he going to be seeing football numbers, bro. I just don't understand how you could be this stupid, bro. And y'all broke, don't got no money, bro, to even go. I'm still stuck on that, bro. Like, how y'all about to do something like this with no money and then make no money off it? Cause y'all gonna want to keep the stuff that y'all stole because it's so expensive. Like y'all not gonna be able to buy another one ever.
And leaving the scene without firing a single shot.
Like y'all just real life, y'all did this for no reason. I seen somebody say the other day it was what they say, it was all risk no reward type situation, bro. And they're getting nothing out of this. He's still under contract. They got no
Only
money
for
off
Gucci
this.
and
You know what I'm
his
saying? Like
to fully
slow as
cooperate
hell.
with police, leading to a federal takedown and kidnapping charges. More charges can be expected as yet again Pooh SHiesty is alleged to be a felon in possession of another Draco after having just finished a prison sentence for shooting someone in the ass with a Draco. All 9 suspects will be facing life in federal prison for conspiring to and committing kidnapping. And I can only imagine what else the feds can add on with all the firepower and priors they had. It will also be interesting to see who chooses to cooperate against who, as Pooh
Go to
Shiesty's
3 years
was
just
no
to be out
stranger
for
to the
3 months
feds.
before he did
Back
this,
in
bro.
2007, mob boss
Don't
was
make no
indicted
sense,
on
bro.
drug
Actual dumb as
charges
hell.
and would be sentenced to 70 months in prison after receiving a 5K one.
How long is 70 months? Five and a half years for drug distribution.
Sentencing reduction for his ongoing and future cooperation with the government, meaning he was snitching and agreed to keep snitching. So this whole fucking case is snitch nasty. Gucci just fucked over Atlanta as the most rat-infested city in hip-hop, adding
Oh, God.
himself to the list of snitches after Young Thug gave investigators the longest interview of his career. Gunna flipped on Thug, Gunna did Crime Stoppers, T.I. started the Crime Stoppers wave, and Gucci is best friends with QCP. Gucci would even jump on live after the federal takedown was announced, and you'd think he'd talk about how he's far from the streets and too rich to abide by them like QCP did. But instead, Gucci was talking about the exact opposite, saying he'll smoke whoever steps to him, he doesn't believe in telling the police shit, and he's keeping it straight.
But he did it anyway. Like, bro, you're 46 years old, talk about, oh, keeping it street. Bro, you about to be halfway through a century, bro, talking about keeping it street, bro. And then you go and tell, bro. Identify them through Instagram. Identify them that they was in there and this and that and yada, 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 yapping, bro. Dumb as hell, bro. 46-year-old man, bro. Grown-ass man. Old head-ass man, bro. Talk about keeping it straight, bro. You might as well just go ahead and tell him everything, bro, and just keep living your life. Because at the end of the day, bro, what's Gucci Mane net worth? We're going to see. We're going to see. You got between 14 and 25 million. All right. He runs 1017, right? He got a clothing brand. I ain't know that. And has collaborated with the fashion brand Gucci. He got real estate. He got endorsements. Foot Locker. Like, bro, this dude, he good for the rest of his life, bro. This dude can live anywhere in the world he wants to. So if he really want to go testify and snitch that bad, this man can travel all the way to Russia and be straight, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nobody gonna get him out there. You know what I'm saying?
Of what he
like,
did.
you might as well just go ahead and tell it everything, bro.
Yeah, I ain't gonna tell nobody, not even the police. I don't believe in none of that shit. Only thing I believe in is don't tell the police. Keeping it straight.
46-year-old man
Some
talking
are
like
even
that,
now
bro.
pointing out Gucci's old interview speaking on Jeezy, trying to get him killed.
So that situation that we were just talking about with the charges and so forth, do you feel like it was a setup because cats came like after you, like they was coming to get you?
Yeah, I think it was a setup.
Do you have any indications on who it might be? Have you heard anything on the streets? Just whether you feel in your own heart?
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, ain't too many people got the motive to do some shit like that. I just like detect, learn, you know what I'm saying, look at the motive, who has motive to do it. And this fuck nigga, the only nigga has motive.
Jeez.
Yeah. Straight up.
So
I feel like, ain't that telling too? Ain't that telling too? He said he got motive to do something to me. He said Jeezy. He said his name. Ain't that telling too at the end of the day?
Actually trying to like set somebody to take someone's lives. It's on a whole nother level. It's past just the wax.
It's like, I guess it's scared of competition.
Now, Pooh SHiesty just fucked himself after committing the dumbest robbery with his dad being a whole government informant.
Stupidest robbery, bro. This makes no
big
sense.
door blocking ass is now facing life just because he wanted to be there. Never mind the goons that came up on watches but needed a bus pass to get home. A case that no one expected and one of the fastest crash outs we've ever seen from a rapper fresh out of prison. This is likely the last time we'll ever see Pooh SHiesty in the free world. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. Hearing Gucci Mane snitched, I was in disbelief. Gucci has been one of my favorite.
He got no reason not to tell though, bro. Like this dude is almost 50 years old, bro. He got no reason not to tell, bro. He got a wife and kids and whatever. You know what I'm saying? This dude living millions. He got so many businesses, endorsements, whatever you want to call it. So much revenue coming in, bro. He got no reason not to tell, bro. Like this dude could tell and be fine, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't make no sense. Like, oh, not 2009 Gucci Mane, yada yada yada, whatever. We not in 2009 no more, bro. Times is different. This dude's old as hell now. You know what I'm saying? Back then he wasn't old. Okay, cool. If it was back then, all right, maybe it's a different story. But now, bro, he don't got no reason not to tell, bro. Like I just don't get it, bro. Like, go ahead, bro. Live the rest of your life, bro. You'll be all right, bro. Like, look at all these people that done told, bro, and they still all right, bro. Ain't not touched, nothing happened to them. You be cool, bro.
Rappers since high school. One of the main rappers I listened to in high school. And seeing the paperwork, it broke my heart. And then like 3 minutes later, I got over it.
It's not that serious. Yeah, it's not that serious, bro.
This man's 46 years old.
It's really not that deep.
I highly doubt he gives a fuck. You know what I'm saying? They took his wedding ring, whatever other shit he had. He goes live talking about he'll smoke somebody. He should have smoked Pooh SHiesty. You know, it would have been a bang out. He really wouldn't have won that situation. I don't know why his security wasn't in the room with him.
It still doesn't make no sense, bro.
But
they done failed him.
Self-defense, yeah, he would have got off on that. He should have had some shit on him. You can tell he did not expect this at all. Nobody did. Nobody did. When Seti Nash broke the news, nobody even believed him. Because they were like, ain't no fucking way they playing with Gucci Mane like that. Gucci
Times
Man
is different, bro. Like I said, times is different.
And it's 100% confirmed he's cooperated. Not only did he identify what Pooh SHiesty was wearing and identify Big 30 by his Instagram, how do you think the feds know exactly what took place inside of that booth? None of the other witnesses
Everybody in there was telling.
And they couldn't hear what was being said. If you're in a music studio, you can't hear what they're saying in the booth if you're not in the booth and they're not talking on the mic. That means Gucci was the one that told them. We went in there. We started arguing. He pulled out this piece of paper. I said no. He tells fucking 30 to go get his bag. He pulls out a fucking Draco, took all my shit. Gucci told the police all of that information. 100%. What the fuck is Atlanta gonna do about it? Not a goddamn thing. We know that. Everybody knows that. You know, snitching ain't nothing anymore. And it's crazy because a lot of the rappers that we looked up to, Gucci being one of them, was against all of that shit. And that's why these videos are so important, because you can be young and dumb as I once was, riding around listening to these songs, toting guns like they're doing in these songs, committing crimes like they're rapping about in these songs, just for you to get caught, for you to keep that shit real, for you to get sentenced to all that prison time, and the motherfucker that influenced you to live that life,
he's still gonna be out making millions of dollars.
Is a fucking rat. And that's the cold hard truth about this shit.
Yeah, he's still gonna be out making millions of dollars while you gotta pay $3 an hour to watch Netflix, and you probably don't even. It depends who you. If you're a regular person, you probably going in there with no money, so you ain't even gonna be able to pay $3 an hour to watch Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Pay 70 cents for a song, you can't even pick the music. Phones in there, what, $350, $300 to $1,000, bro, depending on what phone you get, bro. You ain't paying that. You is not paying enough to get that phone, bro. Y'all can't even pay for a plane ticket from Texas to damn Memphis, bro. Y'all gotta take the Greyhound bus. Like, y'all is not affording nothing in the jam, bro. SHiesty locked up. he not gonna be able to make no new music 5 years down the line. All right, Shiesty's still cool, but how do y'all know he gonna still be cool with y'all at the end of the day, or whatever the case may be, or even be able for to stay in contact with him if y'all not in the same place or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like y'all did this just to cook yourselves and get really nothing, no benefit out of this, bro. What eventually, okay, if y'all keep the watches and the jewelry, y'all gonna sell them, whatever. All right, cool. That money gonna run out eventually. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all are fried, bro. Y'all are
Do
cooked.
I give a fuck
Dumb as
about this
hell.
case? No.
Idiots.
I really fucking don't. Am I the biggest fan of Pooh SHiesty? No. I like a couple of his songs. But this motherfucker's a crash out. End of story. He's a flat fucking crash out. This is the
They all gonna
stupidest
be mad
fucking
as hell
crime
when
I've
that
ever
money
heard
run
of.
low, though.
You did this shit while you had on an ankle monitor. Literally, what, 30
You
minutes after
can't
you
be
got
no
off the
dumber,
phone
bro.
with whoever, and they're telling you, yo, you do not have permission to leave. You need to go home now. All right, bet. Let me rob Gucci Man first, and I'll be back. What? The fuck is wrong with you?
That
And this
don't
is
make
what
no
I wanna
sense,
know.
bro. That's
How
crazy.
much money do you think he really has after this many years just went by? And then
Exactly. And he just did 3 years without being able to release a lot of music and not a lot of revenue coming in. This dude don't own no businesses. He don't got no collaborations with no brands. He don't got no nothing, bro. Let's see his net worth. And obviously net worth's not accurate, right? But it's just a number to go off of. Between 3 and 4 million. Maybe he might have that. I don't know. It depends on back in blood and stuff like that. You know. But I mean, okay, how much of that is actually staying with him, and how much is actually going to Gucci Mane? You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows?
he robs and kidnaps the label owner of the label that he's signed to. So there's no label backing him. You know, there's no crazy amounts of money behind him.
On top of lawyer
Do you
fees
think
and
he even has the
all
funds to
that
afford
stuff.
a lawyer that is gonna get him a decent deal? Because there's no such thing as beating this case. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I'll
he's
bet
caught, bro.
everything
He's
on
doing
it. I'll
time
bet
no
my
matter what.
chain on it. I'll bet my YouTube fucking plaques. He ain't beating this fucking case. They got so much evidence against this man. I seen the internet lawyer that's always, oh, how'd he do it if he's on a monitor? They would have been got him. He was on the fucking monitor. That's why they have all this information. All you had to do was read the fucking thing instead of acting like you know every fucking thing. And he's fucked. The amount
Yeah,
of
this dude
evidence
is
they
cooked,
have in
bro.
this fucking case, he's gonna get hit with more charges, guaranteed. You know, they're saying he upped the Draco, whatever the fuck, unless they need more proof than that. That's a firearm charge right there. It's an enhancement of punishment if guns were used during this thing. All 3 witnesses are saying that they had guns. The 2 security guards are gonna testify that they had guns. Fuck, Gucci Man himself might testify. What's worse than having somebody say you did it? 5 people say you did it. But let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comment section.
Yeah, I don't know how much more crash out you can get than that, bro. Like, honestly, there is no worse being crash out than that, bro. And it's just crazy, bro. It don't make no sense. Like, just to even do something like this with an ankle monitor on, bro. Like, doing all this with an informant is real life stupidity. What's worse than doing this with an informant is doing this with an ankle monitor on, bro. I can't imagine being this rich, getting out of prison with an ankle monitor and still being this dumb on God. Like, dumb as hell. Federal kidnapping while on house arrest is diabolical. Plus robbery, Davis released FDO when he got out in October. FDO 2.0 coming out about 2052. Signing a contract with a gun to your face is absolutely worthless. These idiots have watched too many movies. Oh God. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I just I don't understand how one time in this whole process of planning this out, you thought one time this was a good idea, bro. Absolute bros bro's got no brain cells, bro. But yeah, man. Hopefully y'all enjoy the video. I get up and I get up and chill, man. Peace out.